on the coast of Kenya.
We're in Malindi, approximately 40 minutes north of Malindi to be specific, and we're headed to our construction site.
Yeah.
And because it is the rainy season, we are experiencing the worst of these roads.
Yeah. And this is the rainiest, or the most sort of flooding that there's been in Kenya for
many years.
A lot of years.
Yeah. Oh, this and another part is about the worst of the road.
Yeah, there's one part we passed where a car was already stuck, and then we saw
Yeah.
a stuck lorry in one of these puddles. They are puzzles, actually. Really have to.
Max is driving. Thank you, Max.
Hello. Thank you for not filming me while I'm eating my
I'm a
salami out of a package.
Here
Out
we
of a
go.
plastic vacuum. That's vacuum packed salami bag. It's okay, I don't mind.
Peak content.
Everyone kind of knows that's like kind of part of my whole thing. Is
Oh my gosh.
barbarian.
This is so deep. That's deeper than I thought.
Yeah. We'll just have to,
I'm
when
just
we're driving
happy we
back.
have four-wheel drive because.
Oh yeah. Also, our battery died this morning. Our car battery
Yeah.
died this morning because we were getting the tires pumped.
Maybe pause for this guy to pass
Okay.
if he can. I don't even know.
Yeah, I'll pause here. So actually, just keep on going.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually, I mean, as you can imagine, these holes are annoying on a dry day. And people do end up, mostly trucks, end up getting stuck on this road. The other thing too is when it's rainy, like we have to we get a bunch of mud in your face.
Yeah.
And there was one time, like last year, the first time we did that, and there was a bunch of mud in there. I thought the brakes weren't working.
Yeah.
And it turned out they were just so caked with mud that you had to like engage the ABS, the anti-lock brakes, to like even put the brakes over.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to just take our car to be like power washed
Yeah.
a bunch of times this
Okay.
season.
Consider left or right.
I feel like left.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm
think
in fourth.
you're in
I'm in
fourth.
fake fourth gear. Mini fourth gear. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
Wow.
you go.
Jesus.
America has nothing to, has no say in this other than coincidences
Just
of
Kenya.
my birth now.
Okay. I think that's the worst of that section.
Yeah, and it's not so bad. I mean, it's a little like, you never know what to expect in the bottom of these puzzles. I keep calling them puzzles.
They are puzzles.
They are. If you do them wrong, they're like those terrible, like, little, like, metal puzzles where it's like, how do you get these two rings apart?
So 2 rings, 2 giant potholes.
Yeah.
I hope you guys are not getting car sick.
It's like you have to fold your car over on itself in a certain way and then rotate your car on 360 degrees, then do 4 more steps. And then you can pull your car out of the puddle.
Yeah. So this side of the road is basically like marsh.
Yeah.
So the ocean is on the right, about maybe 3 kilometers away.
Yeah, not even. I can see the top of the dunes.
Maybe 2 kilometers.
Yeah.
Because at Sheshala it's about 3 kilometers.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going, this road bends toward the ocean till eventually you're right, like near the ocean.
Yeah. Which is where we want to be.
But this is a small channel on the left side.
Luckily, our plot is mostly sand.
Yeah.
In fact, it's very sand. There's very low clay content in our soil on our plot, so you don't run into as much standing water or flooding issues there, which we're really happy about it. That was something when we were buying it and thinking of building. We were like, okay, we've got to test the soil and make sure it's not gonna give us too many flooding issues. Though we'll see, because we haven't really seen the house in its current state. We haven't seen it with heavy rains yet, so we may get there and there may be big old problems of sand washed out. But
Yeah.
I'm hoping the way we planned our retaining wall and stuff that won't be an issue. And if it was ever going to be an issue, today would be the day.
Yeah, today's the day we'd see it.
We got our geotextile fabric in our driveway, which is not really something that's commonly done here, but so far it's kept a lot of erosion at bay. It's good. I'm just saying stuff.
Uh-huh.
Just saying.
Yeah, of course, yeah. So we have about 10-15 more minutes on this road. Oh, look at this.
It gets sandier and hillier later, so that's less of a
Less water.
puddles. Jumping up and down in muddy
Puddles. So motorcycles is the primary means of transport
Yeah.
for people and goods around here. They actually have an advantage in that they can dodge some of these puddles.
Yeah.
But then, of course, the disadvantage is that when it falls, it's bad. And also, when it rains, it's bad. Although some of them do have rain covers.
The also disadvantage is that it's carrying 16 people on the back of it.
Yeah.
Which can't be fun for any of them.
And you have people involved.
People can really pile on bodas here. Yesterday I learned from this wife of mine that they're called bodas because they were used on the border.
Yeah.
Boda.
Boda.
So, okay, so let me twist myself. So boda is because they were used on the border
Yeah.
of Uganda, or what is it?
Yeah, Kenya-Uganda border.
And then pika is another name, which is the
Piki.
Pika means like Pikachu. Yeah. Piki is like the sound, the onomatopoeia. And then Bajaj is the Indian company that produces a lot of motorcycles.
Yeah.
It's called Bajaj.
Oof, this is another section. I forgot about this big hole.
Yeah,
You know when you know your potholes so well. You're like, I forgot about this
I
guy.
know my potholes. You got to know your potholes.
Tell us about the trees over here.
These are, not yet.
Like 2 types of trees.
So, here we go. There's the palm trees. Many of them are coconut trees. I'm not exactly sure what these are. But the kind of ones that look a little bit like willowy pines are called casuarinas. I think that's the Italian name for them or something. But they grow, sinkhole. They grow really well on the beach, actually. And they they stabilize the sand really good. Like their roots are really good for stabilizing the sand. And they create like really nice cool air underneath. The only problem being that their little pine cones are so sharp.
Yeah.
Got sharp little pine cones that stick in your feet, which is the only reason we don't want to plant them. We'll probably end up planting some maybe like at the very corners, or depending if we end up having erosion issues, it's an option. It's something we can plant that should help. But we're kind of trying to avoid planting it just because it's so unpleasant to walk around it just blankets the ground with lots of sharp burrs. And also, Daniel was saying, I don't know if this is true for mabati or for tin roofs, but Daniel was telling me at some point that the needles are kind of like sticky and they're really hard to clean off roofs. So if you have them planted and the needles are falling on your roof, you kind of have to maintain it or else they'll get really caked on your roof. Which might just be for thatch. Like these ones. I don't know if that's true for metal roofs too, but I can see it being true.
Yeah.
Because metal loves to erode here. And if they're kind of sappy, then you can see them building up. Yeah, we have interesting plant life here, which I'm starting to learn about. But a lot of these big, like deciduous trees you see are neem trees, which are used for a lot of things. Like they're supposed to keep away pests.
Yeah.
Like they're supposed to bother mosquitoes or whatever. And then you could take the bark and you can crush it up for tea if you're feeling sick. That actually worked really well.
Yeah.
Someone showed us that. our friend helped us crush up a bunch of neem bark, and then we drank it for a second. It's like so bitter.
So bitter.
It's just like an herbal drink. It's like a stawa. It's not like a pleasant tea. It's like a medicinal tea, but it really helped my cold. I think my jank ass sinuses. And then we also have tons of bougainvilleas. There's some growing on the fences here.
There's hedge.
I don't think those are as natural to the area. They grow really well.
Oh my goodness.
Remains to be seen how they grow by the beach where we are.
Do you need water?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think we're okay.
Okay, it's pretty cool.
So this is our turn off.
Yeah.
It's also where we get extra water if you need some.
This is our
And
duka
this
and our kibanda.
little
If
shop.
you want lunch, if you want beans, or if you want to stop at the shop and get water and barafu, icy push pops.
Push pops. From here, the road drainage is way better. Although it's also very hilly and difficult for trucks, big trucks.
It's sandier.
Traverse.
It's interesting because it's like the areas that is easier for a car and for a truck. I'm learning up here seem to be different around here. Well, the trucks are very cautious around loose sands.
Yeah.
Which we have a lot of at our place. But they don't seem to care about this clay, the potholes and stuff. But if you have 4-wheel drive, well, if you don't have 4-wheel drive, you're kind of fucked ahead.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We've literally only encountered one other person who has a car who can get all the way up to our spot. There's another guy who's the metal worker with the 4-wheel drive also.
Yeah.
Most of the people are either motorcycles can get up there. So most of the people either take motorcycles, or a lot of the stuff we've had to move either by hand or with donkeys. Check out our videos if you want to see donkeys. But yeah, our entire house has been carried up onto the hill with just by hand and with donkeys, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, this road is pretty good. I think it's a lot more recent and has a lot less trucks, a lot less traffic, a lot fewer lorries.
Yeah, and it's also
these big empty pits that you see are sand pits. Most of the lorries and trucks that pass this way are taking building sand.
Yeah, that was one of the first things we learned, which I had never. This is our first building project, so that was something I'd never thought about. But apparently, you can't use the ocean sand here for building for cement because it's too fine. It's been tumbled into the rock tumbler that is the ocean. So anything you build with the ocean sand runs the risk of either cracking or just not being as durable. So you need to have, even though you're building on the beach, you need to have lorries bring big trucks bring building sand from inland, so you can throw sand on the beach. And you can tell too, in front I was I don't know, I feel like this won't sit. But now I can look at the different piles of sand on our property, and I can just tell by the color and the look of them which ones are.
What's the building sand?
I'm oh, don't use that sand. That's beach sand.
So you can also see electricity lines. So I'll show you where the electricity goes until.
Yeah, we're trying to be off grid. Just get the power.
It doesn't reach our spot anyway.
There's a lot of outages anyway. That's the problem that all of Kenyan faces.
The electricity is fairly recent, so it's a welcome addition to this area, and people are really happy that there's electricity. If you'll see, I don't know if you can see, there's the ocean far in the distance.
Yeah.
I think it's too cloudy to distinguish.
This is the beginning of our neighbors, gigantic coconut. I think you said there's about 3 coconut trees.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So here in front of us, you can see a large solar installation.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
If do something similar to that. Yeah, I think it's that a lot of the thatch houses sort of skipped over traditional electricity and went straight to solar.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's
only in the last like 5-10 years has solar been affordable.
It's on the road.
Yeah.
They all say ciao because most of the Zulu here are Italian. So a lot of the people just kind of assume I'm Italian. A bunch like a big like group of village children all waving in their colorful clothing saying ciao ciao. Very sweet. So, it's been a really friendly village so far.
Yeah.
We've really had a good experience with everybody we've met so far. People have been welcoming.
These are our closest neighbors. This is essentially our neighborhood now. The beach is that way. Here's a football field.
The local pitch. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know anything about international football or American football. I know less about American football.
Alright, we're so close. Now here we turn towards the beach.
Abadi, salama.
Look at the baby.
Look at the baby. Look at the baby. Oh, there's another good. Now this is our road. This is where we switch into our full-on four-wheel drive.
Not fourth gear, four-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Fourth gear would be the worst gear.
And we're almost to our turn off. It's like, oh, is it overturning? So that's some of the sand we've shipped in from like those quarries that we saw. And the big stones are called hardcore. They're called people typically call them hardcore, which I think is such a funny.
So we cleared this road about 6-7 months ago.
Yeah, it's staying pretty clear. Still needs to be squished down a little bit.
Yeah.
That looks like
it's a manual.
Oh, that's a manual. Abadi, salama. How are you? Good. And here's our house.
There's our house.
You can see a lot of the footy team are like the workmen have kind of are like stay over here because we're so remote, so they just camped here for the last couple months. So you can see they've moved from the kind of the site house, which is a bit cramped, and they've all taken up into
the wheelbarrow truck. Are you just gonna drive over that blank?
the
wheelbarrow track? Maybe, yeah.
Good question.
I think you should probably.
Is that okay?
I don't think you have a choice.
I don't know if there's nails in the thing. Hi, Patrick. How are you? Good to see you.
Can't see any nails.
Can I go through? Is the Mismari?
Yeah.
It's okay.
I can't see any nails. I think you're okay.
Oh, look, they're digging this section up. It's really interesting to see what's going on.
Yeah. Don't know. All right. So we're here. I'll stay on for about 5 minutes so you can see, and then I'll have to log off for us to do some inspections.
Hello, naenda aje?
Uzuri. Asante.
Kunanyesha.
Uzuri. Asante. Wow. Morning to you. How are you? Hello. Okay, you got your stick? Okay, good.
All right. Oh, okay, we get to see a lot of the flooring.
Yeah.
This would be so cool.
Oh, look at this. This is crazy. Oh, no, they've dug it up. I thought it was the rain, but it was actually the plumbers.
Oh, it's the plumbers. Yeah, things look okay. Like the retaining wall is there. The cementi is helping a lot. That cementi is becoming like
real packed and hard.
Real solid with the rain too, which is nice.
All right, so we're gonna leave you here. Make sure you watch them, and soon.
That's really appreciated. It's fun to share with you guys.
Okay.
Wow. All right.